Alright, what's up YouTube? I'm gonna show you how to refurbish really old skateboard bearings. I'm 29 years old. I started skateboarding when I was like 14 or 15. After about 6 months of skateboarding, I bought a pair of black bones. And in all these years, they're the only bearings I've ever had. And they still spin great. I haven't skateboarded in over 5 years because I had a really bad knee injury doing martial arts. Training for an MMA fight, and haven't skateboarded since. I haven't trusted my knee on a board, but this year I'm gonna get back into it, so I wanted to get my board back together. Now, this is a technique I use that I always used for my yo-yos. Now, I was a professional yo-yoer, and in yo-yos there's only one bearing, so if your bearing fails, your yo-yo fails. You know, if you're in the middle of a competition or something, that's not good. So you gotta have a really good spinning bearing, and this is a technique I used my whole career as a pro, and just and I always used it on my skateboard, and I don't think people do it like this. Okay, so first off, I just want you to see how dirty these bearings are. I mean, they're just like dirty, old, but they're kind of loud. They all still spin fine, but we're gonna get them working perfect, nice and quiet. So first things first is I'm gonna take them all off. So I'm gonna just, loosen up all these bolts with my skate tool, and I'll come right back. Okay guys, I got the wheels off. I started taking the bearings out. Now, if you don't have a skate tool to take bearings out, or you don't know how to do this, one really simple thing to do is you just take the wheel here, and you put just the edge of it, just on the tip of the axle of the truck. This is all you need, just the truck. You don't need a tool. And then from there, you just pry it, and it pops right out. And then just do the same thing to the other side, and boom, look at that. Okay, now what we're going to use to degrease everything here is mineral spirits. Mineral spirits is like a paint thinner. You can get it at pretty much anywhere, hardware store, or Walmart, or wherever. Now I put a little on a rag and wipe down, all the little parts on the axle, got the old grease off. Now, we're going to put all these bearings in a Ziploc bag. Really simple. I put the bolts and washers, all that stuff in there already. You might want to wear gloves because these things are all covered in grease and shit, but whatever, I don't give a shit. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw everything in there. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pour a little mineral spirits in here. Just enough to cover it. You don't need a shitload or anything. Okay. Close this up. Sorry, I only got one hand. I don't get anybody to film for me today, and so I still wanted to make this video. Okay, so then you got it closed good enough. You're just gonna shake it around in here. This works too if you have like a mason jar, or like a big pill bottle. See all that old grease coming off? It's getting black already. Okay, so I'm just gonna let it like sit for like 10 minutes, and give it another shake, and then I'll come back. Okay, now you can see how dirty this shit got. I mean, it is just disgusting. So yeah, we're gonna have to do maybe another 1 or 2 washes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour this out, in some type of container that I can throw away, because you don't want to just dump this anywhere or dump this down the drain. So I'm gonna dispose this properly, same way you would like oil, and then I'm gonna rinse them off again. And basically, I'm just going to keep doing this till it comes clear. Okay, so I'm going to give it another wash, and we'll see how the next wash looks. Okay, guys, this is the second wash. You can see it's like gray. It's not black anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dispose of this. I'm going to do one last wash. That should take all the old junk, all the old lubricant, grease off the bearings, and I'll come right back. So I'm going to dispose of this, do one more wash, so it's totally stripped of all its old grease, and I'll be back. Alright, well, it started snowing, so I took this video inside, but now you can see these are much, much cleaner. The mineral spirits was staying clear in the Ziploc, so now I'm just gonna dry the rest of the mineral spirits off of them and reassemble the skateboard, and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, now all the old grease and everything has been taking off the bearings, and now they spin really good. I mean, even just with the little flick with 2 fingers. And they pretty much spin a long time. The problem being, they're really loud, and when there's no grease on them at all, they can rust easier and break down. So there needs to be some type of lubricant on here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little bit of 3-in-1 oil on there. And I'm gonna do it to each bearing. Just a little, just like 2 drops, maybe. And let it soak in for a second. And lightly spin them. Yeah, they're already getting a little quieter. I'm gonna do 1 more drop in each one. Okay. Okay, then I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side, and that's it. Your bearings will be good to go. I mean, it'd probably be enough just right there, but I'm going to do it, on both sides just to be sure it gets in everywhere. And because these are so old. This was from bearings that were extremely old. I mean, over 10 years old, so yours shouldn't be as hard to do as these. And give it a try. Hope it helps. Hope you learned something. And skate or die, I guess. Later.